From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSPTV and the Standard Speaker.
The price at the pump is higher than ever for this time of year, but the good news is it's going down. We'll talk to motorists excited about the seasonal decline that has finally arrived right now on News 13. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. What are you paying at the pump? Chances are it's less than what you paid last week. According to AAA, a downward trend has begun across the country. Jasmine Brooks checked in at a local gas station to see just how much savings we're seeing.
The price at the pump is down and motorists are happy.
I think it's great. I really do think it's great.
Thank God the gas went down. I should have waited. I filled up the other day. I should have waited a couple more days.
If she would have waited a few more days, she could have saved herself 10 cents a gallon. Today, a gallon of regular gas at Groceries Plus is $3.69, down from last week's price of $3.79. Dominic Agresta keeps a close eye on the gas prices. He says the price at the pump dictates where and when he can travel.
I like the idea that they're dropping because we go to, I travel to Wilkes-Barre a lot, and it's a great savings for us. It saves me money, and I can travel more.
And while Mark Gibby doesn't let gas prices stop him from traveling in his gas guzzler, he has a little strategy of his own.
I just put 25 in because I'm going down to Reading. Usually down in Reading area, gas prices are a little bit more cheaper, so I'll wait and I'll fill it up down there. Go on the computer, you always see where the gas prices are cheaper, and that's what you gotta do.
No matter who you talk to, everyone's happy about the price of the pump dropping, and experts say there's a few reasons for the savings. One reason simply being winter blended gas is cheaper. AAA also says several problems like refinery issues and pipeline problems have been corrected. Some people we talk to have their own theory.
The election.
It seems like every time there's an election going on, the gas prices drop down dramatically, and all of a sudden, it's just like the holidays.
The fact is, gas prices usually do fall around this time of year. AAA says the seasonal decline is about 1 month later than usual. Late or not, it's safe to say people are excited about the lower price at the pump.
Feeling great. Hopefully they keep going down.
Reporting for News 13, Jasmine Brooks, Hazleton.
While falling gas prices may put you in the mood to drive farther, there's no reason for anyone to ever drive aggressively. Police say their job is to fight crime and stop the bad guys, and if you're driving in a threatening manner, that means you. West Hazleton police were out in full force last weekend. 6 officers focused on finding motorists who decided not to obey traffic signs, were speeding, and those who chose to get behind the wheel after drinking booze. Chief Brian Buglio says this aggressive driving detail helps to make the roads safer and lets residents know good old-fashioned policing is alive and still successful.
Every day we're busy and we can't always get out to enforce traffic. So when we have these details, that's what the officer's main goal is to go out and target aggressive drivers. So when we have these, it helps with the speeding. It helps, like I said, we did get 3 DUIs that night, and it just makes the roadway safer for everybody.
Now, in the end, West Hazleton police handed out 20 citations, caught 3 drivers who they believe were driving drunk, and they landed a wanted man who was sent to jail. Even those who were parked illegally were ticketed. Chief Buglio says this isn't the last time his department will be seen saturating the community in this manner. He tried to use the law to do the unthinkable. Police say a man tried to abduct a child along a Hazleton street over the weekend, all while pretending to be a police officer for the school district. 45-year-old Gerald Kalanak from Hazleton is who police say they arrested and slapped with some serious charges. It was Saturday afternoon in the 500 block of Lincoln Street when Kalanak approached several children who were playing and tried to grab one of them. The victim's father and uncle approached Kalanak, who said he worked for the Hazleton area school district as a cop. They called police. Not guilty, that's the plea from an ailing former state senator who made a rare appearance at his arraignment on new federal charges. Former state senator Rafael Musto, whom lawyers and medical experts say is too ill to withstand trial, did show up for his arraignment on federal bribery charges at the federal courthouse in Wilkes-Barre this morning. This video is of Musto leaving court proceedings on the original counts against him back in 2010. Today, Musto didn't speak as he left the courthouse, where he pled not guilty to charges filed last week that accused him of accepting $2,000 from a local municipal official as a reward for helping obtain state loans. He was previously charged with accepting money and other items from a real estate developer. Attorneys for the 83-year-old Musto are trying to postpone his trial on the original charges, which is set for next month, saying he's too ill. Musto entered and left the courthouse today without assistance. A new place for seniors to call home in the works. The green light was given on a multi-million-dollar townhouse project in southern Luzerne County. We'll tell you how the project will also beautify blighted property. And coming up on News 13, Democratic candidate for state representative has more questions for his Republican incumbent. We'll tell you what he's asking coming up on News 13. After much hard work and preparation, today students at the Hazleton Area School District got their first official lesson of the anti-bullying curriculum. Our Jasmine Brooks is at the Career Center and has more.
I'm here at the Career Center for this week's District Newsmaker. Joining me now is Mrs. Frumpkin, and she is actually on the anti-bullying committee. And we've been talking about this anti-bullying curriculum, and finally today it is here, and students did that. So tell me about how this morning went.
Well, today went wonderful. The students seemed to enjoy the lessons. The teachers enjoyed the lessons. We had 6 lessons that we went over today. We kicked off the anti-bullying program earlier in the month. We introduced the fact that we're going to be doing it. We introduced our poster contest, and today the lessons started. The lessons are very interactive. The students talked about cyberbullying, things that pertain to them. The curriculum is designed that it's student-driven, that the students have the input in the lessons. There's certain materials that we have to cover, but a lot of times it's steered by the direction of the students. So it was very successful today.
And the students are encouraged today to have blue on while the teachers are sporting their anti-bullying t-shirts.
Yes, we're all together in this, in the fight against bullying, along with the cafeteria workers, maintenance, everybody in the whole building is supporting it. And what we wanted to do is send the message to the students that if they do see someone being bullied or if they are being bullied, that they can go to anybody in the building. They can go to a cafeteria worker, they can go to maintenance, they can go to anybody in the building, and we will make sure that we address the issue.
And the curriculum is also incorporating a lot of fun things. Right now, you are in the middle of a poster contest, and behind us, as you can see, lots of awesome prizes that the kids can win. So what are we looking at back here?
We have wonderful prizes. We have 28 prizes, and the prizes are for both boys and girls. We have a car wash kit. We have a bracelet that was donated by Howard's Jewelers. We have a DVD player with movies. We have movie gift certificates. We have Sheets gift certificates. We have tool kits. We have things for the hunters. We have something for everybody.
And you were also mentioning before that the poster contest is actually wrapping up at the end of the month. So what is the idea behind the contest?
The idea is to have the student awareness. So students are encouraged to create a poster, and they have the guidelines. They're incorporating the anti-bullying theme. And what we'll do is we'll pick a grand prize winner, and they'll have the opportunity to choose from any of those prizes. And we know that there are students out there like myself who are not artistically talented. So for those students, anyone who enters will have the opportunity to be placed in a drawing, and they may still win one of the valuable prizes.
Great incentive.
Yes, and we plan on, with student permission, displaying some of their artwork throughout the building in some of the classrooms.
Awesome. I look forward to seeing them. So thank you so much, Mrs. Frumpkin.
Thank you.
And I'm Jasmine Brooks from the Career Center for this week's District Newsmaker.
When it comes to helping America's fighting men and women around the world, some students at a local elementary school have a can-do attitude. The youngsters, who are members of the K-Kids Builders Club at Freeland Elementary, spent part of the day organizing and packaging items they'd collected, which will be sent to members of the military around the world as part of Operation Can Do. American forces serving overseas enjoy getting little pieces of home, so the students gathered things like snacks, baby wipes, toothbrushes, and books, which will be included in care packages. While the idea of military duty in places like Afghanistan may seem like a far-off concept, the students know it's important to support our troops who are in harm's way.
I think it's really important because the troops in Afghanistan know that they're doing what's good for our country while we're still sending them stuff, so they know that we appreciate it.
Oh, they always do a bang-up job here in Freeland. They collect everything, and they have, it looks like we have a record number of responses today.
Can-Do wants to make sure that every member of the military from our area that is serving overseas gets a package and are asking families to send names and addresses. You can email the address of a man or woman serving overseas at the email address on your screen or by calling Can-Do at 455-1508. Some exciting news for senior citizens. A $7.6 million project in Hazleton has gotten the green light. This lot at the corner of First and North Church Streets has been empty since 2005. On Tuesday, the Hazleton Housing Authority approved plans to build nearly 40 townhouse-style apartments here, designed specifically for seniors who will have to meet income qualifications. Monarch Development LLC will build the one-bedroom apartments that will feature plenty of room and central air conditioning. The building will also have a community room, perfect for gathering. This lot was formerly home to the D.A. Harmon School. Builders expect senior citizens to be able to lease the apartments as soon as 2014. The decision-making usually is loud in Banks Township, and there was plenty of yelling and disagreement at Tuesday's meeting. The big debate was the audit of the township's finances being done correctly. It's important to know that while paying the elected auditors $10 an hour, the township supervisors hired another firm to audit the books for 2012 and has already paid them $5,000. According to Supervisor Teresa Schott, G3 certified public accountants and consultants says the audit was being done wrong. Solicitor Joseph Woodco Jr. backed her up, saying more than one red flag has been found in the audit. Supervisor Rick Porpiglia disagrees with this story, claiming the firm did not state there were any red flags. While some think the forensic audit is needed, others don't. But the bottom line is it is happening, and it will most likely come with a hefty bill. On your screen right now, you're winning midday lottery numbers. Hopefully you were a lucky one on this Wednesday. Daily number 476, Big 4, 1105. Quinto 57823. Treasure hunt 3, 8, 14, 18. Finally, 20. Good luck.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, St. Nicholas the Wonder Worker Church, located in St. Clair, will be holding a healing service Sunday, November 4th at 3 p.m. All are welcome to attend, and for more information, please call 570-462-0809. Also on Sunday, November 4th, Keystone Harley-Davidson in Perryville will be hosting 2 Wheels for Tots. The event is free with one new in-the-package and unwrapped toy. Come for live music, food, and beverage, all to support local children in need. And one final announcement, College Night will be held at the Hazleton Area High School Thursday, October 25th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. in the high school gym. Learn about college opportunities. For more information, please give the guidance office a call, 570-459-3221. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Gerald W. Schaefer of Harding. Services were held today from the Metcalf Shaver Kopska Funeral Home. Catherine Kopko, formerly of Beaver Meadows. Funeral is Thursday at 10 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 9 to 10 a.m. Teresa M. Gallagher of McAdoo. Funeral is Friday at 9:30 a.m. from the Damiano Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Ellsworth J. Kep of Hazel Township. Private services will be held Thursday from the Hillary J. Bonin Funeral Home. Claire E. Brown of Mountaintop. Funeral is Friday at 4 p.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. Theodore Postupak, formerly of Tamaqua. Mass is Saturday at 10:30 a.m. in the St. Mary's Church in McAdoo. And Robert E. Beresford of Shenandoah. The Lukowitz-Orovitz-Fell Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call 570-454-0111. And by Mia's. Don't settle for second best when dining out. Discover Mia's new low-price dinner menu. And remember, there's always plenty of free gated parking behind the Markle Building.
SSPTV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr.
Well, after last week's Wyoming Valley Conference cross-country championships, the Hazelton area boys and girls were close but didn't win it. They were a little upset and told their coach so, and they were down in the dumps. Coach Jason Smolinski told them, relax. We've even got a bigger meet coming up next week. Well, next week is this week. Bigger meet and better results. How about championship results for both the Cougars and Lady Cougars? Let's start with the boys. You take a look. This one was a thriller that went down to the wire earlier today up at Elk Lake. And when all the dust had settled, or maybe we should say the mud because conditions were terrible, Hazelton area wins the AAA District Championship in cross country. They edge Abington Heights 59-60. One scant point, and Hazelton area wins. Now, what was the big determining factor? How about when you finish 1-2? Jacob Fetterman. He was the overall #1 runner, and right behind him was teammate Tyler Pecora. And when you've crossed that finish line out of everybody 1-2, that gives your team a big plug. Now, they needed some help going a little bit further down in the race, and they got it. But the pace setters were Fetterman and Pecora, and the boys win the cross-country championship for the very first time in school history. That's right. 20 years, the boys never won a district championship in cross-country. They have one now. Now you're going to say, wait a minute, I thought there were district championships in cross-country. Oh yeah, that was on the girls' side, and we haven't had one since 2005. Well, we are going to put another banner on the wall at Hazelton Area High School because the girls easily outdistanced Wallenpaupack. The final was 40-53. Now, here's the difference. They didn't get anybody finish 1, 2, or 3 in the race, but look at what they did in the top 10. You had Nicole Burley 4th, Angela Marchetti 5th, and the Pap sisters, Brianna and Cassie, came in at 8 and 9. And when you group that all together, that starts piling up the points, and the Hazelton area girls won. So congratulations to all of these runners, and congratulations to second-year coach Jason Smolinski. Not one, but a double dip today. The boys and the girls are the AAA district champs. What happens next? Well, they punched their tickets not only as individuals, but the team will be going to compete at the PIAA state championships. That'll be down at Hershey, and it's going to be not this weekend, but the following weekend. Our congratulations to everybody involved there. Now, while District 2 had the championships in cross country, in field hockey, well, they're just in the playoffs. Last night, AA, no surprise here, Crestwood dominates Northwest. Wyoming area with a little bit of an upset here, knocks off Dallas. Wyoming Sem hung on for dear life, and they knocked off Lake Lehman. Lake Lehman came into the tournament with a sub-500 record and almost knocked off the big boys. Holy Redeemer, meanwhile, cruised to a 7-0 win over Nanticoke. Now, in the AAA, where we were hoping the Lady Cougars would be there, but of course they got upended by Del Val. So today, Del Val and Coughlin up at Coughlin. The other half of the bracket, it's Wyoming Valley West and Holmesdale. Let's go down to District 11 on tap today. Boys soccer, AAA, Emmaus at Pottsville, Freedom at Liberty, Southern Lehigh at Bangor, and East Stroudsburg South, and the Canaries of William Allen. And in girls varsity soccer AA, you got Notre Dame of Green Pond taking on the Tamaqua Lady Raiders. Now, last night it was District 2 soccer. This is girls soccer, and it involved the Pottsville Crimson Tide and the Green Hornets of Emmaus. And this one, well, it was a defensive struggle all the way. And scoring would be very tight here, so any goal would be huge. Emmaus would pop one in the first half, and little did anybody know, but that would be all they would need. They would add a second goal to make it a 2-0 game, and that's basically the way it would go throughout. Pottsville's defense was very good, while Emmaus's was a little bit better. And so the team from the Lehigh Valley knocks off Schuylkill League Power Pottsville. Final 2-0. That's girls varsity soccer, District 11 playoffs going on yesterday, and you get a glimpse of a little bit of that. Also on the scoreboard from yesterday, volleyball action, MMI 3 8-1 set winners over GAR, and Holy Redeemer, straight set winners over Hazelton area. Speaking of the Lady Cougars, their home finale today, they're hosting Lake Lehman. That one just getting ready to start down at the McGeehan Gymnasium. Now in the Schuylkill League playoffs, this is volleyball. Here we go. The Marion Phillies, you know what happens. This is the team to beat every year. They're down at Martz Hall, and they're taking on Pottsville. Meanwhile, Tri-Valley and Pine Grove, as soon as they do that, the championships will follow. So we'll see what happens there. It should be an interesting one. Hey, you know, you might want to start thinking about heating your home this winter. You could do it for less with American Premium Coal Sales. They offer locally mined quality anthracite at a very, very fair price. It's available for pickup or delivery. And you know, if you order 6 tons or more, you'll qualify for a $10 per ton discount. Now, want more information? You got to contact American Premium Coal Sales. There's the number. It's even toll-free if you're outside of the area. And they're there Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. There's their Saturday hours. Boy, can you beat good old-fashioned anthracite coal to heat your home?
It was a mild night Tuesday for a big Halloween parade in Schuylkill County. Rain clouds stayed away long enough for the young and young at heart to strut their stuff down the main drag. Some in costume, others there to support their group or organization. The sidewalks were lined with little ones ready to grab some goodies as candy was thrown from the floats. All in all, the Halloween parade in Tamaqua was a good time for all. Good thing the rain held off long enough for the folks in Tamaqua. The forecast was calling for showers throughout Tuesday night and today. However, the sun did make an appearance in many areas this afternoon, including Schuylkill County. That's where we're going to head now and check out your forecast for the next 24 hours. Mostly cloudy skies for the rest of tonight. We do see a slight chance of some showers. Nothing much, about 20%. 53 will be our high. Now on your Thursday, it's looking like the forecast calls for mostly cloudy skies and a slight chance of some rain, but we saw today the forecast looked cloudy, but we did see the sun appear. 63 will be our high on Thursday. A little sunshine and a little wind featured in this creative condition thanks to Crystal Placencia of the West Hazelton School. Crystal says she is playing with her cousins in this picture, and if youngsters hope they can get outside and play, they're in luck. There's a slight chance of some showers, so not too much of rain in the forecast. 50 degrees will be our low tonight, but for your Thursday, it's looking like partly sunny skies, slight chance of some drizzles, and 65 will be our high. If you love the songs Angeline and Fear of Falling, you're going to love hearing this. The 90s rock group, the Badleys, who are originally from our area, will be bringing their See Me As a Picture tour to the Mock Chunk Opera House in Jim Thorpe this Friday. Originally from Selinsgrove, the Badleys have been performing since 1990. With their most recent project, See Me As a Picture, the best so far, the band has put together their biggest hits and plan to celebrate with fans on their upcoming tour. Badleys drummer Ron Smesic says performing in Jim Thorpe has become an annual fall tradition the entire band looks forward to every year.
It's entertaining. We have a great opening act. Michi is going to be out with us. It's a good night out. People should enjoy it, and I encourage anybody to come out. It's just going to be it's going to be a fun night.
Now the show starts at 8:30 Friday night. You can reserve your tickets by calling 325-0249, by visiting mockchunkoperahouse.com, or by calling News 13 right now for 2 free tickets. Be caller 13 and win 459-9813. Remember, this is for your live at 4 newscast only. More news and information headed your way. Fire erupts inside a double-block home Wednesday afternoon. A woman and her pets were inside. Did they make it out safely? We have more next on News 13. Stay with us. Each new day seems to bring another hot issue in the campaign for state representative in the 116th district.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Hi again, everyone. Thanks for staying with us tonight. I'm Kristen Bazinski. After a week of rough and tumble politics, questions continue to dog incumbent State Representative Tara Toohill.
Hello, I'm State Representative Tara Toohill. I want to talk to you about a negative YouTube video. Over a decade ago, I was one of the young women in some of those photos. However, I am not that young woman today.
Tonight, they're about this video response she made to last week's YouTube video, which featured photos of her partying during her college days. Her response was produced by the Pennsylvania House Republican Caucus, essentially on government time. Critics are saying since it dealt with a campaign issue, it should have been produced by an outside company and paid for by her campaign. It's adding more fuel to an already fiery race with her Democratic challenger.
If tax dollars were used, that's wrong. If it's a campaign, propaganda or whatever, it needs to be done through her campaign. I think that we're looking at corruption just as we had before, and I believe it needs to be investigated.
News 13 left email, voicemail, and text requests to Representative Toohill repeatedly throughout the day, requesting an interview or statement. As of news time, she had not responded. Democratic challenger Ransom Young will have plenty more to say on this topic coming up on tonight's Sam LaSanne Show, premiering at 9 o'clock. Here's Sam with a preview.
Well, thank you. Folks, as you know, this 116 legislative district race is getting very hot. In fact, we have Ransom Young on the show again, and the word corruption popped up, and also some concerns about character, substance, and effectiveness of the current legislator. We discuss a lot of that on the Sam LaSanne Show. Check our schedule on the Standard Speaker tomorrow, as well as our website. But I think, again, folks, as we're getting closer to election, we're asking you to look at both sides, weigh character up, weigh substance up, and get to know what the candidates will do if they're elected. November 6th, as you all know, extremely important. For those of you who are being told how to vote, don't listen to them. Decide on your own. Now back to you.
Well, have you noticed you're getting more gas for less cash? AAA says you were not imagining it. Gas prices are heading downward. Jasmine Brooks headed to the pumps to see how much it costs locally to fill her up.
The price at the pump is down and motorists are happy.
I think it's great. I really do think it's great.
Thank God the gas went down. I should have waited. I filled up the other day. I should have waited a couple more days.
If she would have waited a few more days, she could have saved herself 10 cents a gallon. Today, a gallon of regular gas at Groceries Plus is $3.69, down from last week's price of $3.79. Dominic Agresta keeps a close eye on the gas prices. He says the price at the pump dictates where and when he can travel.
I like the idea that they're dropping because, you know, we go to, I travel to Wilkes-Barre a lot, you know, and it's a great savings for us. It saves me money, and I can travel more.
And while Mark Gibby doesn't let gas prices stop him from traveling in his gas guzzler, he has a little strategy of his own.
I just put 25 in because I'm going down to Reading. Usually down in Reading area, gas prices are a little bit more cheaper, so I'll wait and I'll fill it up down there. Go on the computer, you always see where the gas prices are cheaper, and that's what you gotta do.
No matter who you talk to, everyone's happy about the price of the pump dropping, and experts say there's a few reasons for the savings. One reason simply being winter blended gas is cheaper. AAA also says several problems like refinery issues and pipeline problems have been corrected. Some people we talk to have their own theory.
The election.
It seems like every time there's an election going on, the gas prices drop down dramatically, and all of a sudden, it's just like the holidays.
The fact is, gas prices usually do fall around this time of year. AAA says the seasonal decline is about 1 month later than usual. Late or not, it's safe to say people are excited about the lower price at the pump.
Feeling great. Hopefully they keep going down.
Reporting for News 13, Jasmine Brooks, Hazleton.
You may be paying less at the pumps these days. However, if you decide to drive against the law, you could be paying more to the police. West Hazleton officers were out in full force last weekend. 6 officers focused on finding motorists who decided not to obey traffic signs, were speeding, and those who chose to get behind the wheel after drinking booze. Chief Brian Buglio says this aggressive driving detail helps to make the roads safer and lets residents know good old-fashioned policing is alive and still successful.
Every day we're busy and we can't always get out to enforce traffic. So when we have these details, that's what the officer's main goal is to go out and target aggressive drivers. So when we have these, it helps with the speeding. It helps, like I said, we did get 3 DUIs that night, and it just makes the roadway safer for everybody.
In the end, West Hazleton police handed out 20 citations, caught 3 drivers who they believe were drunk driving, and they landed a man who was wanted and sent him to jail. Even those who were parked illegally were ticketed. Chief Buglio says this isn't the last time his department will be seen saturating the community in this manner. Soldering sparks could be to blame for igniting a fire inside a Hazleton home Wednesday afternoon. News 13 there just minutes after fire crews arrived. Their quick action stopped the flames in their tracks. Initial reports are that someone was soldering something on the first floor of the home. Firefighters arrived to find smoke coming from the windows and found signs of flames in the walls. The home at 536 Carson Street suffered some minor damage. A woman and her pets made it out safely. No damage to the connected home, we're told. Firefighters did encounter a broken fire hydrant when they got on scene. The Hazleton Water Authority was called in to fix that issue. Some surprise sun as we hit the midweek point, but are the Rays here to stay? The answer from Mother Nature. Plus ahead in sports, Freddie B is talking soccer. We'll travel to Tamaqua where the team was looking for some goals. But first, this former state lawmaker says he is not guilty. Rafael Musto appearing before a judge today. More on News 13 coming up. Pretending to be a public servant got one man a one-way ticket to jail. 45-year-old Gerald Kalanick from Hazleton is who police say they arrested and slapped with some serious charges. It was Saturday afternoon in the 500 block of Lincoln Street where Kalanick approached several children playing and tried grabbing one of them. Police say his intentions were to abduct that child. The victim's father and uncle approached Kalanick, who said he worked for the Hazleton Area School District as a cop. They called police right away. Tonight, Kalanick is a free man after coming up with the cash to make his bail. A mountaintop man who makes a living out of watching for suspicious activity at a casino is whom police say committed some serious crimes, assaulting 2 16-year-old teens sexually. Troopers arrested 46-year-old David Zarn of Mountaintop. He works as the manager of surveillance at Mohegan Sun Casino. Zarn faced a judge earlier today. No word on his connection to his victims. A man from Mahanoy City now admits possessing child pornography back in 2010. 38-year-old Ray Shoup Jr. pleaded guilty to 15 different counts. He confessed to possessing movies, computer images, and bags full of DVDs all showing boys and girls in sexual situations. He's in jail, and the state will decide whether to declare him a sexually violent predator. Moving on tonight, a surprise appearance today by a former state senator who is said to be in poor health. He's pleading not guilty to some new federal charges. Former state senator Rafael Musto, who lawyers and medical experts say is too ill to withstand trial, did show up for his arraignment on federal bribery charges at the federal courthouse in Wilkes-Barre this morning. This video is of Musto leaving court proceedings on the original counts against him back in 2010. Today, Musto did not speak as he left the courthouse, where he pled not guilty to charges filed last week that accused him of accepting $2,000 from a local municipal official as a reward for helping obtain state loans. He was previously charged with accepting money and other items from a real estate developer. Attorneys for the 83-year-old Musto are trying to postpone his trial on the original charges, which is set for next month, saying he's too ill. Musto entered and left the courthouse today without assistance. Up ahead, we will talk weather. Will it be blue skies for the second half of the work week or rain clouds? And how some youngsters are doing their part to send a little of home to our heroes just in time for the holidays. First, Freddie B has soccer action from Schuylkill County. taking it to the field. Next in sports. The world-famous Broadway musical about the seamy side of Berlin during the rise of Hitler is coming to a theater near you. The curtain goes up at the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts Friday night as the talented crew presents Cabaret. The musical opens Friday at 7 and runs this weekend and next at the J.J. Ferrara Performing Arts Center on Broad Street in Hazelton. We have your ticket in, so call in right now to win. 459-9813. We're looking for the 3rd and 13th callers for your live at 4:30 newscast only. Good luck. For more information on the musical, check out www.ptpashows.org. What was supposed to be a somewhat dreary day actually turned out to be a fairly nice day. Some scattered showers throughout the night and into this morning, but the sun peeked through in the afternoon. Heading outdoors now to Schuylkill County, where we'll check out your forecast from the National Weather Service, starting first with tonight. Mostly cloudy skies for the rest of your Wednesday. A little bit of rain, possibly, low down to 53 degrees. Your 4-day outlook goes like this. Thursday, areas of drizzle to start off the day. All in all, a mostly cloudy day with a high near 63. Thursday night, possible showers, mostly cloudy, 53 will be our low. We're up to 64 on Friday with mostly cloudy skies, 51 Friday night. Saturday, 63 will be our high. Saturday night, looking for a 40% chance of showers, cloudy, and a low down to 47. 52 is what we'll climb to on your Sunday with cloudy skies and rain, and then rain is likely to continue through Sunday night with cloudy skies and a low down to 41 degrees. A little sunshine and a little wind featured in this creative condition thanks to Crystal Placencia of the West Hazelton School. Crystal says she's playing with her cousins in this picture. And if youngsters hope they can get outside and play, they're in for some luck because there's only a slight chance of some showers happening in the next 24 hours. 20% chance to be exact, and we'll see the temp dipping to 50 for your evening. Thursday, the sun will peek through. Chance of some showers, 65 on your Friday, ending the work week off on a fairly sunny note. 61 on Saturday, dipping to 53 on Sunday, and it looks like rain is in the forecast for both days of the upcoming weekends. Your forecast tonight brought to you once again by Sand Springs Country Club, offering great weekly restaurant specials. And it's Wednesday, so that means it's wing night. 35-cent wings with featured wing sauces each and every week, $1.50 pints of Yingling Lager, and also some great appetizers. So make sure you stop by Sand Springs Country Club, 788-5845. Visit them at sandspringsgolf.com, or you can also find them on Facebook. And finally tonight, young people saying can do to a drive to support our fighting men and women around the world. The youngsters who are members of the K-Kids Builders Club at Freeland Elementary spent part of the day organizing and packaging items they'd collected, which will be sent to members of the military around the world as part of Operation Can Do. American forces serving overseas enjoy getting little pieces of home, so the students gathered things like snacks, baby wipes, toothbrushes, and books, which will be included in care packages. While the idea of military duty in places like Afghanistan may seem like a far-off concept, the students know it's important to support our troops who are in harm's way.
I think it's really important because the troops in Afghanistan know that they're doing what's good for our country while we're still sending them stuff, so they know that we appreciate it.
Oh, they always do a bang-up job here in Freeland. They collect everything, and they have, it looks like we have a record number of responses today.
Now, Can Do wants to make sure that every member of the military from our area that's serving overseas gets a package and are asking families to send names and addresses. You can email the address of a man or woman serving overseas at the email on your screen or by calling Can Do at 455-1508. And that will do it for us tonight. Thank you for making us a part of your day. You can catch this newscast again with a rebroadcast throughout tonight, or just simply go to News 13's website, SSPTV.com. That's where you're going to find everything Greater Hazelton, Schuylkill County, and beyond. It's all just a click away. On behalf of your News 13 team, be safe. We'll see you back here Thursday. Good night.